now!
Hello, this is Billy Core from Carolina Circle Mall, and welcome back to Nostalgic Christmas. We're here once again with the iBook G3, which you saw me unbox and test about a month ago. It was a birthday gift from my good friend, the Flying Scotsman, here on YouTube. Very great guy, very great channel, so please check him out when you can. Anyway, I'm finally going to do a complete overview of this laptop, well, as complete as I can. I'm still learning the ropes around this laptop, because as you know, Macintosh, even the older ones, I really don't know a whole lot about because I never owned one as a child and I never have really done much with them. Back in the day I was a PC guy, and the only time I ever used Macintosh was at school. And as you know, I had a Power Macintosh G3 for a short time. I did a video about it earlier this year, but the plastic on it was in such disrepair. Every time I would touch it, a piece of it would just fall apart. So it was not worth keeping it up just for something I was only going to use seldomly. So I just parted it out and sent it to the recycling center. But I did keep the motherboard, and plus, you know, again, I'm really not a Macintosh collector. I just wanted one little computer to have around for Macintosh related stuff from the 90s, and something like this fit the bill perfectly because it's small, portable, and when I'm not using it I can just put it away. So again, this is an iBook G3, like a 600 megahertz model or something. This is from 2001. It's got 128 megabytes of RAM, DVD-ROM drive, and 20 gigabyte hard drive, which I hope never dies on me because from what I understand, they're very, very, very difficult to replace in these. But thankfully it does work. So, without further ado, let me get some things set up and we'll power it on. Alright, let's go ahead and power it on. Tell it's a Macintosh when it makes that noise. Takes a little while for it to boot up. Again, I'm not looking for power in this, just for something I'm going to be running a few applications on from time to time. Booting into macOS 9.2. This can run early versions of macOS 10, but I'm going to be using this for older Macintosh stuff, so macOS 9.2 is perfect for me. Also, unlike the Power Macintosh G3 desktop I had, this has USB ports allowing me to use one of these to transfer files to and from it. Only problem is that macOS 9 can be a little bit flaky at times with USB drives. Like a lot of times I'll plug it in and it'll just completely crash the system. And if I have it plugged in while the computer is booting up, I'll get that bomb icon and it will just crash at boot up. Sometimes I'll get lucky and it will work, which is good because I need it to copy games and files and programs and whatnot. And Jay put that wallpaper on there for me. Now this laptop does not have a battery because this came to me from Scotland and you can't send batteries overseas. So it looks like we're finally booted in. We'll zoom in to the screen there. Alright, sit down here, we can start doing stuff. We'll go into About This Computer, macOS 9.2.2, 128 megs of RAM, macOS ROM 8.8.1, Apple Computer Incorporated, 1983 to 2001. And by the way, this laptop does have a UK keyboard layout. So, yeah, Jay put a few things on here for me, including Office 98 with Word 98, Macintosh edition that is. Not that I'm ever going to do much word processing on here, but it's there if I ever want it. Alright, we're in Word 98, and always love how instead of the paper clip on the Macintosh version, you get an old-fashioned compact Mac there. Very cool. Let's set our font to something legible. Okay, oops, sorry. Merry Christmas, everyone, from Mac OS 9. Don't save. And that's some program I had installed on here. This does have a network card on here, but it's really not that usable for me because, one, this is too old to take on the internet comfortably, and two, it's pretty much impossible to network this with Windows, especially modern Windows, which is what all my other computers run. It'd be nice if I could. It would make file transfers easier, but hey, oh well. And this can take an airport card for Wi-Fi, but I believe this only takes up to, I think, wireless B. And I don't think my modern day wireless network would play right with that. And besides, mobility is not really a concern for this. Mainly just, main reason I got a Macintosh laptop instead of a desktop is to be able to move it out of the way when I'm not using it. Because 90s PCs take priority here. And Jay also put in ClassyZilla. I believe that's how, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced or not, but it's basically a browser designed for older versions of Macintosh based on Mozilla Firefox that can browse the web. But I don't have a network cable hooked up to it right now to test it with because I am actually out of Ethernet cables right now. I need to get more. Now, one thing I want to show on here is I installed the After Dark screensavers on here, or more like After Dark screensaver. There's a patched version that will run on Mac OS 9. And right now the only screensaver I have is Starry Night. So I need to put some more modules on here, but I just haven't really gotten around to doing that yet. Yeah, I believe this was the original After Dark screensaver from like 1989 or something. Okay, we'll close out of that, and unexpectedly quit because an error of type 1 occurred. Who cares? Let's try a couple of games. First, let's try a game that works on both Windows and Macintosh. And a lot of people played this on Macintosh back in the day. I'm going to try a Living Books game. Once I find it, oh yeah, Arthur's Teacher Trouble. We'll go ahead and eject the CD-ROM drive. Of course, something's blocking the drive. Alright, Arthur's Teacher Trouble. And of course it wants to go to 256 color mode. Of course if this were on a PC it would do the same thing. Forgot to turn the resolution down, but no big deal. And I think these Living Books games were actually enhanced for Macintosh more than PC.
Arthur's Teacher Trouble by Mark Brown. Hello, my name is Arthur. Welcome to Living Books. To have the story read to you, click right here. To play inside the story, click over here.
I actually got this game for Christmas in 1995, along with The Tortoise and the Hare.
Okay.
I have a USB mouse hooked up, by the way.
The bell rang. The first day of school was over. Kids ran out of every classroom. Everyone but room 13. Here the students filed out slowly in alphabetical order.
See you tomorrow,
Said their teacher, Mr. Ratburn.
I always love how she says rat burn.
Mr. Ratburn. Mr. Ratburn.
I gotta do this.
We had fun today, didn't we?
Yes, Mr. Ratburn.
Such dejection.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ratburn.
I won the jackpot! Reference to one of Jay's videos from a couple years ago.
13, 13, 13.
Yes, Mr. Ratburn.
That was interesting.
Fresh, fresh, fresh.
But anyway, that's Arthur's Teacher Trouble running on a Macintosh, as it was intended, from what I've
Are
heard.
you sure you want to quit? Okay.
Of course, I always used to play this on Windows only, but it plays pretty much no differently from Windows. Arthur's TT. That's how it's labeled. Okay. And now for a more Macintosh exclusive game. One that I remember playing on the Macs in elementary school. Open up Macintosh HD here. Keep forgetting scroll wheels do not work in Mac OS 9. A little game called Word Munchers. Remember this game, folks? This was pretty much a 90s school staple. Drop it back down to 256. And it's from Mech, 1990. So we've got to find the vowels, ear as in deer. Oh, I got it wrong. Which is embarrassing because writing is one of my hobbies. Been a while since I played this. Probably haven't played it since elementary school. Of course, we gotta watch out for that thing. That thing that kind of resembles Grimace from McDonald's commercials from back in the day. Messed up again. Okay, move. Okay. Oh. Running out of lives here. Alright, that's that level done. Now we gotta find the use valve. Valve. I mean Val. Hew, 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 hew. Controlling this from an awkward angle. And we got eaten. And game over. Put my name in. But yeah, this is a 90s Macintosh school staple. Word Munchers. Along with Number Munchers, but I don't have that installed right now. But there you go. Quit out of that. Go back up to millions of colors. And I've even got the the Macintosh version of The Incredible Machine on here. Works the same as Windows version, more or less. Although the MIDI doesn't sound nearly as good as the Windows version. Knock the 8-ball off the screen. Oh, we gotta hold the mouse button down on this version. It's pretty much the same as Windows, except sounds different. And I must say, it sounds quite inferior. Then you have to hold the button down. And this one doesn't sound nearly as good. And there's my favorite hayseed. Alright, that's enough Incredible Machine. So yeah, some really cool stuff on here. I gotta be honest with you, I haven't really done as much on here as I should. But again, Macintosh is not my specialty. Not my specialty at all, but it is nice to have at least one of these around for the rare occasion where I do need old-fashioned Macintosh. And it's fun to play around with, of course. And I'll probably do more videos over time showing like different things. I want to do a video about the macOS version of After Dark once I get more modules installed on it. So I guess that's all there is to see right now until I get more stuff on here. Hope this video wasn't too boring, but until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The addresses are located at the bottom. Until next time, this is Billy Core wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.